Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We have a great show lined up, but first, let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Highway 77. It's cooling off a little bit. Got a little bit of rain coming in, so it's going to cool off. So it's getting 30s tomorrow, so we, throw another log on the fire. I thought my last fire last week would be the last one I'd have in the fireplace, but nope, I think I'm going to build one Friday night and Saturday night, so I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, the river readings, Apalachicola is still high, around 18 foot. Choctawhatchee is still high. It's reading about 11 this morning, and it's just, again, we've talked about it for a couple of weeks now. High water, just be careful out there for floating objects. If you're in a boat out there, don't go fast along these rivers. Take your time and look around. It's okay to get on the water, just don't go full speed right now with all this high water. It's a good time sort of get back on those sloughs and look around. There's all kind of nature going on back there. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Long. Low this morning is going to be at 443 and high tonight at 609. So we got some really good information coming up on some shows coming up. But the weather is going to be changing a little bit. But the fishing, we're going to talk about that a lot on tomorrow's show. I got all kinds of stuff to give away. Got a lot of pictures to show tomorrow on all kinds of things that have been happening this week. So we're going to take our break, come back with our special guest. Welcome back, folks, and look at our guest today. Check it out. Panhandle Outdoors, we bring it all kind of outdoor stuff. This is Chuck Unko. Chuck, good to
How you been?
Good to see you again. We've known each other a little while, and Chuck, we got some exciting things going on. So introduce yourself to the viewers, and tell us who we got here and all this.
I'm Chuck Unko. This is Skipper. If you remember when I worked at Fox, we had a little baby squirrel, and it grew into this. We've gotten into wildlife habitat rehabilitation.
They really had a little squirrel. They really did, and it was a great story. And
yeah.
I remember that.
Well, we had the little squirrel. It was brought in by the manager. It fell out of a tree, and we began rehabbing the squirrel. And about that same time, my wife had found out she had come down with cancer, and so I'd spent a lot of time helping her. But there's only so much you can do for somebody that's in that situation, and so the little squirrel kind of brought me through it. And then when she was in her recovery stages, I decided the best thing for her would be a squirrel, so we got her a squirrel. And now we're rehabbing animals with support of other rehabbers and doing what we can do to, try to put back something to nature. So we've been having a lot of fun with it.
Well, what a great mission y'all are on, doing these kind of things, that rehabbing of the animals and all. And look how Skipper's grown, how healthy Skipper is.
The real Skipper's actually almost 6 years old now.
Yeah, no kidding, that was 6 years ago. Wow.
And they when you have them in captivity, in the condition and the way we take care of them, they have a life expectancy 15 to 20 years. So
awesome.
It's really a good thing.
Awesome. Well, the kids going to enjoy this morning's show. Now, we got all kinds of, you're an outdoorsman and you do good work and all, and you do enjoy doing a lot of different things. And we got something coming up pretty soon, actually next weekend. Tell us about this.
Well, February 28th, 29th, and March the 1st, we've got the Wheels and Water Show coming to Marianna, Florida. Okay. It's actually in a little town called Alfred. We call it Marianna, but Alfred's so small nobody knows who that is if you're don't live there.
I love Alpha. We got some strong viewing audience in Alpha. And I've got some property not too far from there. And, Alpha got hit really hard with that hurricane.
It did.
It really got hit hard. But tell us about the place y'all have up there.
Well, Compass Lake Hills is a beautiful piece of property right there on Compass Lake. It encompasses about 750 acres of water. There's several other lakes right there.
Right.
The property is roughly 16,000 acres of home sites and property that's owned by the committee there. They've offered a 50-acre off-road area there for us to build on a permanent basis. There's an old rock quarry there, and so we have been working on that for about 6 or 8 months, getting it prepped and ready for the weekend. There'll be lots of vendors out there to present their products to everybody. new stuff. What's the latest for Jeeps and off-road? Side-by-sides are included. Can-Am is coming out. They're one of our big sponsors this year with Sea-Doo, and so we're happy to have them. Bob 40 Jeeps is coming in to help us. Mahindra Tractor's a big sponsors of us up there in that neck of the woods, Mariana Mahindra. We're real happy to have them with us. Holland Motorsports is the parent company of the Can-Am and Sea-Doo company up there with Harley Davidson. So they were, after 2 years of working with them and getting everything ready, this is finally we're pulling the trigger. This is it. This is coming up fast.
This has been a long planned out event.
It has. We were all prepared to do it last year, had everything set up. Our first year we were going to do it at Citizens Lodge, and then the hurricane, of course, just destroyed everything. I mean, we have cave tours planned and all kinds of things, and the caves got torn up, and we lost all the trees over there and the campsites. The cave tours will be open. We are going to be doing cave tours. We got river trips planned. Rick Ackerman's got his airboat up there. They're going to be giving airboat rides.
Cool.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited, aren't we, Skip?
Well, we talk about what a paradise we live here in the Panhandle, and we haven't touched on this segment of doing off-road stuff in an area like this. And wow, what exciting!
Well, this past year we spent a whole year going around and looking at different areas of the country. We started all the way down in Palm Beach, Florida. We ended up in Michigan. We came back through the Midwest, down through Attica, Indiana, and looked at how you can work with building courses and introducing, off-road to bring people out into the wilderness and see things without destroying, habitat for animals.
Exactly. It's a win-win. It's a win-win for the habitat. It's a win-win for the Jeepster and people who want to go off-road. You got it right there.
Exactly.
And it's a great setup. I'm looking forward to it. We've got all kinds of things coming up next weekend. And let's go and take a break, and we'll come back with Chuck and Skipper. All right, welcome back, folks. Sitting here with Chuck Unco and his buddy Skipper here. And Skipper, squirrels don't talk, but they can give you all kind of motions. I know y'all have them in the yard. You see all kind of motions they give and all. So this is exciting. Well, we're talking about the outdoors, what an umbrella it covers. We're talking about the fishing and the hunting, and we do that a lot, and hiking in the woods and the camping and all. But off-roading is a great activity also. It's safe activity, and also the rehab, the wildlife rehab. Tell us about the program and everything.
Well, we created Wildlife Rehab. You can become a rehabber by joining 4x4H2O. Go online and just become a member. We have the Arizona package. You can go on there and look at that. We set you up with all the right safety equipment, things like that, and we start inviting you out to places that we've been. Over the last couple years, we've been all over the Southeast. And we have a magazine that's coming out. It gives you testimonial about where we've been, and you can pick what kind of trails you want to go riding on and the places you want to go. And we tell you a little bit about what we've seen and what we're going to look for the next time we go back. So it's not cold turkey the first time you go.
Yeah. So they can join that by going online and doing it all.
Once you become a member, we begin teaching you how to properly rehab an animal, how to feed them, and how to foster them, or how to if you don't want to do that, but how to go ahead and take the animal and triage the animal and get it to a rehabber that's in your area. So our network is finding rehabbers, working with rehabbers, and bringing people to help the wildlife and get those animals to treatment.
And I hear it happens more times than you think, where an animal's injured and all, somebody wants to help it and all. You see that a lot. And people find them, on the street there or down the sidewalk.
Well, we find anything from squirrels, rabbits, turtles. We've got a turtle right now that got hit, but Taco's doing well. His shell's all healed back, and he's enjoying life. We've had a lot of squirrels that fall out of trees, and right now we need squirrels because we lost so many trees in Hurricane Michael, and without squirrels, you don't get trees.
You got a good point right there. I've often thought about that since the hurricane, about all this habitat we've lost, and squirrels are some of the victims because they just don't have where to go now.
Yeah, and we're not like stark, anti-hunting or anything like that. We're really about preserving wildlife for the next generation.
Exactly.
And it's wildlife management is really what we're about. So
That's
it's important to use your head when you're out doing things and think about. I mean, I grew up in the Florida Keys, so I remember when there was a time when we could go out as kids and you could get 130, 40 lobsters in one drop. We just, but nobody that lived there actually did that. We went out and caught, a day's catch.
What you're going to eat that day?
That's it.
Yeah.
It was no big deal. I mean, I took a boat to school every day for my last 2 or 3 years of school, and we'd jump overboard and stop off at our little fishing places on the way home, grab a fish or two.
That had been fun. That was a fun childhood.
It was. Sandy was my neighbor. Remember Sandy?
Yes.
Flipper?
Yes.
He was actually my neighbor.
No kidding.
And then on our same little stretch of property there around North Key Largo, Desi Arnaz had the house on the other side of us. He had a nice big stretch of land. In fact, one time my boat quit and it drifted in, and Desi came out on the dock and helped us with the boat.
No way. What a neighborhood.
It was great.
That's pretty good.
And there wasn't anybody hardly ever down there. Back in those days, there was nothing down there.
That's what I hear back in. And we did the same thing up here in the Panhandle about taking care of. My dad was so strict on my brother and I. If we were going to shoot something or catch something, we were going to take home and eat it. We were not going to just shoot for the sake of shooting. And that's the thing about it. We preach that a lot on the show. Whatever you take out of nature, then you're going to take care of and consume it, and then the rest of it you're going to take care of. And I appreciate y'all having this kind of organization and all.
Well, my father's got a large piece of property over in Calvary, Georgia, and we promote turkey habitats, and we've got ponds we've put over there, and we were going to seed the pond with a bunch of fish one time, and we all went out there and thought this is going to be the coolest thing, and they're going to just put thousands of fish. Grandpa, how many? Oh, we got 2,000 of this and 1,000 of that, and we went out there and they brought 2 little buckets and poured them in the water. We were like, wait a minute, we didn't realize their fish were going to start off this big.
Yeah,
but you got to start somewhere. Now we've got bass out there that are huge.
Is that right? that is cool. All right, so this is called Wheels and Waters.
The Wheels and Water Show.
And we're going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try to find it on Google Earth if I can. Let's see if I can get to it. Tell folks how to get there.
If you're in Panama City, you can head north on 231, and when you get up around Compass Lake, it's just north of the Piggly Wiggly. When you go over to the little overpass there, on the right-hand side, you'll see a big billboard. It'll say Wheels and Water Show. Make that right, and it'll take you right to the fairgrounds. It's at Compass Lake Lodge at 645 Compass Lake Drive. We've put in a beautiful beach there. There'll be airboat rides. On Friday night, there'll be a concert with Marty White and his Most Wanted band. On Saturday, we'll have a movie theater that's coming in, and it'll be there for everybody. You can drive in or bring your towel and lay out on the lawn and watch the movie. There's something going on. There's bonfires. There's a mud drag that night. So we've got lots of things in store for everybody.
Y'all doing it right.
We're trying. We've been working really hard on it. Thanks to everybody here at Fox and everybody here in town. All the media has been really wonderful. Dothan, Panama City, Tallahassee. So we're having a go of it.
You have a lot of vendors there. You said different.
We do have a lot of vendors. Some vendors that could not make it this year. It's a first-year event, so a lot of times vendors are still supporting us by sending us things for the raffle to raise funds for the event. So Rugged Ridge is sending us a lot of things. Terraflex, Rusty's Off-Road. We've just different people, and then of course the folks that'll be there at the event. We've got Quake LED will be coming in, and Motor-Bilt's coming in, and we've Twisted All-Terrain. I mean, there's just many vendors that are coming in for this event. We've got off-road little cars if you want to take your son out there and see how he does with a real control of real vehicle messing around with, he can play with remote control cars.
Oh, the remote control.
Yeah, we bought a whole bunch of remote control cars for the kids to play to get them off of video games. Let's try something different.
And they should be good at it because of the video. That's interesting.
So there'll be also all the 2020 Sea-Doos will be out. We've got the new fishing Sea-Doo, so that's going to be out there. It's got GPS on it. It's got a cooler set up in it, rod holders, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to try to get with you and do a bass tournament out there at the lake.
That will be interesting.
Yeah, I talked to Can-Am already and got the folks up there at Holland Motorsports. They want to see about sponsoring it, so that's going to be a really something we can look forward to. And then we get Doug Youngblood, the old Bass Pros out of Atlanta, and some of these other guys, and you know more than I do.
Well, yeah, a lot of folks who enjoy doing that, and it's a fascinating area to be in. And what I like is you get the off-road and in the water.
That's right.
That's
We have.
Well, a lot of people don't. A lot of people just do off-road, but you got that water in.
We have a 750-acre lake. We have all the streams and rivers right there. We have camping on site. You can come up and spend the night camping. We allow bonfires. So we have conventional camping. If you have an RV or some other type of recreational vehicle, we have 30 amp and 50 amp hookups. We have showers, swimming pool. I mean, we've got it all. We put in 240 tons of sand and built a beautiful beach right there for everybody.
How much sand?
240 tons of sand.
Wow.
So
that's cool.
Yep.
And this is, I said Alpha earlier, this is around the Alford area, and we got Calhoun County, Jackson County, all those South Alabama counties, and you got that's a good drawing area. It's sort of like that, when Dothan has that peanut festival, they get people from all over the place because of that location, and you got the same.
We want to continue to grow. This is something we spent 5 years in the making of, and unfortunately with Hurricane Michael last year, there was some good that came out of it, because originally we were looking for a permanent off-road place that we could build and continue to grow. When this all came about, somebody offered this property up, and it was in the Hills area, and I didn't realize it. I'm a homeowner out there, and I was like, I didn't even know we had this here to offer. So one thing led to another, and I'm like, it's actually the property we ended up with is on the same street I'm on, about a mile down on a dirt road.
No
I had
kidding.
no idea it was there, and I've been there for 4 or 5 years. So
How about that? We're going to take our final break and be back with Chuck and Skipper. Okay, welcome back. We got a great show going on here, all kinds of talking about great outdoor stuff, and don't start talking about Jeep, because I've had about 4 or 5 in my lifetime, and I don't have one now. He starts talking about them. I'm going to go get me a Jeep this weekend. I absolutely.
You can use mine.
I may.
Bring it on. It's out there for everybody.
Jeff's got a Jeep. We're going to put it in it.
We took it to Daytona last year, and it was amazing. You know, when you turn over 100,000 miles on any vehicle, it's a big thing.
Yes.
Do you know we bought this thing sight unseen. We drug it to Daytona, got in it, and it literally turned over 100,000 miles where it says, "Welcome to Jeep Beach, Daytona," at the Daytona 500. So
that's cool.
Skipper and I got out and we took pictures of it with the dash and everything. We'll have to post that.
Oh, okay.
Put that up there. It's
that's
really
cool.
Not many people can do that.
We're going to give away some tickets, and also I'm going to give away another $25 gift certificate to Los Angeles in just a few minutes. But first, let's go back to Google Earth and show us some things, Chuck, on that Google Earth.
Okay. The Compass Lake is about a 750-acre lake, which is viewed there. The actual event is going to take place right here at the middle of the screen. It's a place called Compass Lake Hills, and we've got a beautiful dock system in there. I'll try to zoom in on the docks here.
Yeah.
There you go. So the area right in front of the docks is where the movie theater is going in, and you can't tell it from Google Earth, but this whole hill that goes up behind, this is all amphitheater. Now, because all the trees were taken out during Hurricane Michael, it looks a little different now, and so we have made, this was a really beautiful amphitheater in here for shows and different things. So throughout the summer, you know, with bass tournaments and different things that we're going to be doing, I think this area is going to really grow for us, and we have water sports activities there. Out here in the water, there's water toys that'll be going in starting Memorial Day weekend through Labor Day weekend. So all summer long, kids can come out with their families there and enjoy it. Let me just take you a second over here. These are log cabins that are seen right below. I'll zoom in on one of the rooftops here, but there's several of them. There's about 11 of them in here. These can be rented out during the weekends.
Oh, cool.
We have a swimming pool here. This is a lodge.
That's a clubhouse, sort of?
Okay. And we have a restaurant in there all the time. It's a really good German restaurant called Ollie's, and it's a wonderful restaurant. Of course, you have tennis courts and everything. Let me take you over here for a second. This is, so you pull out, we have, these are our horse stalls and horse pastures and everything down here. Right below us. And then we're going to go up the road here just a little bit, and over here on the left is where the Oh, where are we going here?
You're going up the road.
Here we go.
There you go.
So basically you can come off the property, come down this dirt road, go straight into, this is a 50-acre off-road quarry here. It was an old abandoned clay and sand and rock mine.
Okay.
And so it's part of our property. And we have straightened it all out, and we have built this center area here is a big off-road challenge course. And then we've put trails in throughout the property. You can see the different types of topography. There's, I mean, these are big cliffs right along in here that are deep. Nice water pools that you can run through. Let me take you back over here. This is pretty cool over in here. This looks like, they nicknamed it Little Moab. It's really, you get to see some of this property back there. But anyway, you'll see it when you get there.
All right, sounds good. We're going to run out of time before we run out of time. And thank you, that is so good information. You brought some tickets. We're going to give away tickets today and some next week. And this is all kind of exciting things. Tell us about the tickets real quick.
All right, these are tickets for the Wheels and Water Show. They're $20 each. And we're going to give them away each day. Even if you don't go to the show and you get the tickets, you can put your name in the hat for the Craftsman Big Box giveaway. So when you get your tickets, call in. There's a number on them and register your tickets. You can go online and register them to 4x4 H2O.
I'm going to let you draw a name out of there. We're going to draw our first one.
Here we go.
Our winner is going to be all the way from Panama City.
Brian Jones.
Brian Jones from Panama City Beach. So enjoy it. If you can't make it,
maybe a friend.
Yeah.
Phone a friend.
That's right. This is really good stuff. And also, again, tomorrow we're going to give away. I'm going to let you know what. I'm going to let you draw one more name for Los Angeles $25 gift.
All right, here we go.
We're going all kinds of stuff.
This is for the taco.
That's from Santa Rosa Beach, Russell Womble, okay?
Russell Womble?
From Santa Rosa Beach. We got viewers all over. We run out of time, Chuck. Man,
well, I appreciate you jumping us on the air and having a good time.
Look at here.
See, Skipper?
Right,
we love you guys. Come on out and see us.
All right, good show. Appreciate that. And again, support outdoor activities all throughout the Panhandle. This is a good one here. Good stuff going on with the rehab and all. All right, y'all do something good today for your fellow man. You have a great day. Enjoy the day and do something good, like I say, for the fellow man like these folks here. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.